everybody, welcome to my stitching room. This is the tour day, finally made it here after a lot of painting and sewing and crafting. Hope you enjoy it. I love it. I've never had a sewing craft room before and I'm super happy to have one now. I can't wait to now be able to enjoy the room, to enjoy the space, and to just get some stitching done. I have some sewing and craft projects that have been on hold. I can't wait to start, and super excited to have this room finished and ready. I'm sure things will evolve and change as time progresses and I find out what works and what doesn't work. But for now, I think it's good. I think we're good to go. So thanks for joining me today. Happy to give you a tour. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. I'll be happy to get back to you. And thanks for watching. Let's take a look at my stitching room. Welcome. I'm super excited to have you come check it out. It's taken many, many weeks of blood, sweat, and tears, but it's finally finished. I've never had a stitching room, sewing craft room before, so I am super excited. When you walk in, this is the left of the room, and then you see my window treatments I made yesterday. And then over here, I have my cross-stitch side of the room on the right. All right, let's break it all down for you. So when you first walk in to the right, you'll see this big white dresser. And this is mainly my cross-stitch items. And on top here, we have my Be Well, Stay Home and Stitch pillows that I made. And a little needlebook pouch that was given to me. And they'll just all kind of stay right here on the end of the dresser. Let's stay home. And then next to that, I picked up these magazine holders in the school section at Walmart. They're the perfect color and they house all my magazines and books that were given to me here. And also my DMC thread color card so I could check the colors out of things that are called for. Next to that, I have a little white mailing station, and this has my thank you cards for me to be able to send out. I bought 10-pack of Nicoletta's Hands Across the Sea sampler cards, and just a little notebook here, stickers. Behind that, I have more stickers and more note cards and some postcards. Then on the other side, I have some playing cards I just bought. They're Lori Holt playing cards, Be in My Bonnet, and they're have little quilting motifs on them. I'll show you those. And then I have some cards from people that are just special to me, viewers, and I keep those here. All right, let me show you a couple of these playing cards. They're really cute. They have a little quilting motif on them. I collect playing cards, but look how cute these are. Really cute. Then next to the little stitchy mail section, I have a thing full of fans. Anyone who knows me knows I'm always hot. So I have this fan here that I got when I traveled to Pittsburgh with my husband. Handmade fan. And then I have some dollar store fans. My friend went to Cuba and she brought me back this fan. Really cute. Let me see if I can open it for you. I have this big fan here. It was given to me. And then next to there, I have just an old blue bottle. My friend made this little sweater koozie. And I have my pens and pencils and Post-its and markers and felt tip pens there. This vase is an old vase that my mom had ever since I was young. And I just recently got that. And old scissors here in this little jar. And a bubblegum machine I had. I added buttons to it. And all these buttons are old buttons that my mom gave me. Just have a little electric candle warmer there in the back. And then over here off to the side, hidden in the corner, is a little media station, charging station for my watch, my phone, little docking station. I have a Bluetooth speaker there, and it's just kind of hidden, tucked away in the corner. Down on the floor, I have my stitching bag with all my whips, and a trash can I bring forward when I'm stitching to catch all my little thread clippings, or I'll place it next to my sewing machine when I'm sewing. All right, now we're going to take a look at my stitching drawers. This first drawer here has just some project bags, empty project bags in here that I can grab and use when I want to kit up a cross-stitch project. The middle drawer here has my cross-stitch fabric in here, 28 count, different colors, different companies, different sizes, but they're all 28 count, or 25 count, I'm sorry, and higher. So when I want 25 count and higher, I can just come to this drawer and look through and see what fabrics I have available. Then if you come down to this middle drawer, it's empty. Got more room for more stash. The bottom drawer here has my Ada, and all 14 count Ada, but different companies, different colors, some fun colors in here to use, and just a variety. All of the fabrics in here, I did go ahead and write the name and the measurement, so I don't have to open it and see if it will work for whatever project I'm going to use. And then the bottom drawers here, these have fabric in them. So this is all fabric, bigger pieces. And then here on this side are like fat quarters or smaller pieces, bundles for finishing cross stitch. And really like all of these in here. I can see them easily, see what I have available to use. Some bundles there. And so those are my fabrics. And then in this cupboard here that opens up, I have some batting and some big pieces of fabric there. And then on the other side door, this here is my glue gun and glue sticks in a bag, and some RIT dye, a laminator, and a label maker. So I keep them there. This top drawer here, I have pieces of finished cross stitch that need to be mounted and fully finished or framed, or however, whatever I'm going to do with it. I'll show you. I only have one piece, and I'm waiting for Halloween items to be put out in the stores so I can go look for a piece to finish this on. And so once I find something, I'll get that out this year, hopefully. So they'll just go in this top drawer here. And that is my stitching dresser. And then next to there, you'll see I have my stitching chair. It's a houndstooth fabric. It's from IKEA, and it has a little footstool with it. And it is super comfortable. I love it in front of this big window as it gives my stitching a lot of light. And then next to that, my stitching chair, I have my rolling cart from Michaels. It's a seafoam green color. And I keep all my floss in here. And I have it sorted by colors. And I have the top drawer mixed combo. So basically I might have packs that were from kits that I don't know the color types. I have my Hands on Design Patriotic, Spring Tulips kit, a floss, and then I have in the back some Ziploc bags for floss. Then I have black and gray in the top one, and these are all different types of floss mix. Some DMC, Gentle Arts, all classic colorworks. They're all going to be mixed in. I don't have a ton of floss, so it's not really very overwhelming to look through and see what I have. This is my yellow cream drawer. Then I have orange peach. Not very much orange or peach. Pink and reds. White and purple are together. Don't have very much of either of those. Blues and green and my browns. So this is handy having it next to my stitching chair, because if I need some floss, I can just roll it around and get access to it right there and not have to get up at all. On top of that rolling basket, I have this wire basket, and it's full of my odds and ends stitching fabric. There's 8 in here, there's even weave, different colors, different sizes. So if I'm doing a little project, I can come look through this and see what kind of odds and end fabric I have to choose from. I have a little tape measure right here handy, pair of readers, and a needle book I made with needles in it. So if I need a needle while I'm stitching, I can just get in there right away, grab a needle. I'm going to show you my inside pattern. It's really adorable. Okay, needle book with needles. So that's basically my stitching area. Okay, right above this white dresser here, I have some painted artwork that my daughter painted for me when she was in the 2nd grade back in 2001. And she was such a cute little artist back then. And these paintings make me really happy, so I was happy to put those on my wall. And then above those, I have Mrs. Flossy in letters that I got from Michaels. R in Mrs. was just blue and white, and I added the little sugar bowl paint from the chalk paint I used on my furniture, and I added that to the center of that R to kind of give it a little bit more oomph. And then the S was just a plain white letter, and I had one of those mailers that are plastic, and it had those cute arrows on it, so I just cut that off and Mod Podged it on the S. And then the dot for Mrs. Flossy is actually a little pin cushion with a little pink button and red ribbon, and that came in the sewing kit from my husband, and I thought it looked really cute up there as the dot for Mrs. All of these letters are just hung with the command strip Velcro type fasteners, so there's no holes in the wall. And then on Flossy, the F was just plain white, and I painted it with the Holt cherry pie paint, and it's the same line that matches the curtains, and I just put some little pearls on it. And then the L was also just all blue, and I added some of that same red paint, that same pink chalky paint, the sugar bowl on there, just to give it a little bit more oomph. And then the O came as is, and the Y was also, again, just a white letter, and I used one of those plastic mailers and cut it up, and it had pineapples on it, and I Mod Podged it on. So that's that wall. I think it turned out cute. Mrs. Flossy, the name came from my daughter who did the paintings. I asked her, I said, I need a name for my YouTube channel. And told her, I said, I want it to have floss in it since we stitch with floss. And so she came up with Mrs. Flossy. I have a cross stitch piece I completed. This says collector, and I mounted it on that frame with the wreath that came on it. And I think that turned out just adorable. Below that, I have just one of those paper, I don't know what they call those, drawing boards, note board. Window treatments I sewed myself. I made up my own pattern, and I found the trim at Hobby Lobby. It was $8.99 a yard. I needed 6 yards, so it was kind of pricey, but luckily I was able to use my 40% off coupon on it. And the fabric is by Holt. It's my Happy Place line, and it's her vintage ladies. It reminded me of vintage patterns I remember seeing my grandma sew when I was a girl. And the background on that is this really cute little pink flower. This fabric is super adorable, and I just love it with that pom-pom trim. Really turned out cute. I painted the walls this gray color, and I'm really happy with how that turned out. I made 3 panels. There are 2 windows in this room. Now we're on the sewing side of the room, the left side of the room, and I bought these 3 thread spool holders and spray painted them white. We hung them all above each other to create one big wall of thread. The top thread here is older spools of thread that I'm not using. I'm kind of hanging on to them. And then at the bottom, closest to my sewing machine, are the threads that I am currently using. And then I have another little window treatment here. This is a window as a walkway to the front door. It's kind of nice. I can see when my packages are arriving and going to get my stash. My sewing table. It used to be an old brown vanity. It was my grandmother's. And I painted it with a Lori Holt chalk paint. The darker color is called Blossom. And this lighter color pink, the accent color, is called Sugar Bowl. I also painted this antique chair to match in the Sugar Bowl color. And let me pull it out here. I have the gray little cushion from Walmart, and I found this at Hobby Lobby. It was in their spring collection, 70% off. It's a placemat, but I thought it matched the colors perfectly, and it's a nice little placemat, just a little protector piece for my sewing machine to sit on. I had this old Viking my mother gave me. She used to have a sewing business. It was called Kids Can Sew, and she had 4 of these, plus her machine. And she would have young girls come over for sewing lessons at her home. And when she stopped doing the business, she gave each one of us girls, I have 3 sisters, each of us got one of these Viking sewing machines. And I love this machine so much. I've been sewing on it for 29 years. And it's just been the most amazing machine ever. It's very basic. Here's your backstitch button, your on-off switch. You have some stitches here that come auto programmed on here that you can use. And you wind your bobbin over here on the side. And just super basic, simple, but I love this machine. It's the best machine I've ever had. Well, it's the only machine I've ever had, but I've seen other people's machines, and I just love how simple and easy to use this machine is. So that's my sewing machine. And here's my pin cushion. I picked this up at Hobby Lobby, and I thought it was really cute. It says "So Blessed," and I put my pins on top here. Eventually, my intention is I'm going to cross stitch a little band here to replace this one in the middle with my own cross stitch. I think that will be super adorable. And then this dresser is going to have all of my sewing machine sewing items. Needles here in this bin for my machine. Sewing needles here in this little antique napkin holder. Then in the next drawer, I have just some elastics here, all different sizes, black elastic. And then on the bottom drawer, I have zippers. This is my zipper drawer. Just throw all my zippers in there. And then on the other side, I have my chair here. On the other side here, I have my manual for my sewing machine, bobbins, different sewing machine feet here, and the middle drawer, I have some leftover pom-pom trim. You see how cute that is. I decided to put it on the front of the curtain because I love this detail and I thought it would really add a lot to the curtains. And then I have just different Velcro in here. And then on the bottom drawer, just some empty containers. Not a whole lot. Like I said, my first sewing room and I'm just kind of getting started. I'm sure things will change and evolve as I settle in. This little cute basket I picked up at IKEA, and I keep my sewing projects in here. And so far, I just have some vinyl and placemats I'm going to make into project bags. There's a little shelf stand here that I got at Walmart in their school section, and they're stackable, and I use it here to keep some 4-yard fabric from Walmart underneath near my sewing machines, the purple and cream and red. Then this is a matching dresser to the vanity. That was my grandmother's, and on top of that I have a little old-fashioned soap dish with some tomatoes, a little golf tee, flower, pin cushion there, some old little scissors. I think they're so beautiful. And a little paper tape measure, another jar of buttons for my mom, antique buttons, and antique threads. This old blue mason jar has some odds and ends in there for decor, and a little old wind-up alarm clock. This is my grandparents who are deceased, little clock. Then my mother gave me this old iron. I'm looking for a cord for it, hoping I can find a cord for it someday. See if it works. And then I had this little jar of treats. And then this wood box here is with a sewing kit my husband gave me. And it said, "We are talking about a story of love." And it had all kinds of sewing items in here, threads and scissors and so forth. Above this area, I have 3 pegboards from IKEA. And I got all the shelves and the bins and the hooks from IKEA. I have 3 separate boards here. On this board, I just have some dollar readers and some old measuring tapes and Scrabble letters, some thread, and my red Wonder clips here in this bottom one. And these are nice. These pull out. They just slide right off. And so you don't have to unhook the whole thing. You can just slide it open like a drawer. Same with this one here. They slide open. It's really handy. And then these are just some Fisker scissors I got in the sewing section. The school section this year at Walmart. And these are perfect just to throw in my project bag. I like to have scissors in every project bag I have working, so I don't have to look for them. These are just some empty containers waiting for future stuff. These scissors were in that wooden sewing box. And then I just have some regular paper scissors and fabric scissors. Here also on a little shelf, I have this really cute Ray Dunn Blessed jar with long pink matchsticks. And it says family and home with a red little glass strawberry, antique strawberry. And I put that on there as well. An A I got from my sister for Amy. A couple more empty bins. A little red flashlight. And this third board is more kind of industrial or working stuff. I have my Fray Check, tacky glue, some other glues, Best Press. Love that for ironing out wrinkles in my cross stitch and sewing. And then just utility knives, screwdriver, flathead, needle nose pliers, some, cutting tools, and then some fabric snips and my rotary cutters here, and some paper towels. On the side of my file cabinet here, I hung some books with my rulers and my cutting mat here, another long ruler here, and then my big cutting mat here. In the family room of my house, I have a big pool table, my son's pool table, and I could put the ping pong boards on top and use it as a cutting surface and put my big mat boards on that. These are just from the dollar store, little magnet containers, pink and gray. Pick those up in case I ever need them. And then we'll go back over here and look in the drawers of this dresser. In the top drawer, we have rulers, some cards for making thread drops, tacks and knot nails. Got some more random stick pins in here. This old little candy tin. This baby food jar has safety pins, some more scissors, and needle threaders. And I have some more straight pins. Here I have just some clips, some seam rippers, some tips for your scissors or pointy objects. Anybody know what this is? I have no idea what this is. This came in my sewing box for my husband. If you know what this is, let me know. I would love to know. And then I have some hole punchers to make thread drops with, and just some whiteout and erasers, binder clips, a little cute bag for my friend, stapler, and a single hole punch, golf balls. Joe, Kim, and Suhani will understand what this is about. Dr. Pepper is my favorite drink. And then this is just a little rose. I love roses. A little pink golf ball. And then just, things to hang up, paper on the walls, and I use this all throughout the room. This works amazing. This damage-free hanging, Velcro-ish. These are the best. And some command hooks back there. That's the top drawer. The second drawer has, I bought these at Walmart just yesterday, and they're iron-on appliques. There's Christmas truck. Oh dear, Christmas is here. Thought those would be really adorable for something. And then I have the bat and the black cat and the boo for Halloween. Maybe I'll put them on some project bags. I don't know. I have some bias tape here in this basket. Pom-poms. Some more ribbon. Bag full of miscellaneous ribbons. Rick-rack here. Packs of rick-rack. Some more satin binding, blues and pinks. This has got a bunch of twine in it and some more ribbon here. Now my ribbons, besides those, are all above my closet on a curtain rod. And I just put them all up here. I'm tall enough to reach these without a stool. So I can just walk right up and I can roll it and cut off a piece, no problem. I'm 6'1", so I'm a tall girl. And I think that it looks really cute above my closet, utilizes that space, and it also gives it some color. So I thought that was a fun spot for them. Back to the sewing drawers. This just has some wool, felt, and these magnets are the ones I use on the back of my projects. The cross stitch projects to switch out with washers and magnets. Get those from Hobby Lobby. And then the bottom drawer here just has some miscellaneous fabric and some jelly rolls. I got these jelly rolls from these Halloween mini ones from Walmart. And then I have from Fat Quarter Shop that pretty background fabric for this Christmas jelly roll here I got that I want to make a quilt with. I've never made quilt before, so that's going to be a fun learning project. Then next to that we have my cross stitch cabinet, file cabinet. This was a great cabinet I bought for $30 off of OfferUp, and I spray painted it this fun blue color. It's 4 drawers, and each drawer has printed on it what's inside. This one, the first drawer is all kitted up in the seasons. These are project bags ready to go with cross stitch projects. And then I have spring here, and then after that is the designer alphabetical order. Then it will go into summer. Then you'll have fall and winter. The second drawer has Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas in it. So you start out with Halloween patterns, and it goes into Thanksgiving patterns, and then Christmas in the back. So that's the second drawer. The third drawer has patriotic samplers and my finished patterns. So patriotic starts a drawer, and then the samplers start. And these, because they're so big, have lots of pages here. I keep them in these plastic folders and in plastic, and they're just really nice. So that's how I keep my samplers, my PDF downloads that I printed out. And then in the back here, these are my stitched patterns that I'm finished stitching that my sister is in line for to get stitching with. And then on the bottom drawer, I have Valentine's, Easter, Mother's and Father's Day, Be Well freebies, and miscellaneous. And so those are all in here. So that's how I keep my patterns. I love this idea. I feel like it's very organized, all in one place. I just love it. This is a cute little needle minder magnet I got. Let's put that on there. Oh, that was cute. And then the closet area, I have this crock by the door, and it has my yarn in it, old crock. And then inside the closet, this is where I keep my finishing items. So items that I could finish on, chalkboards and hanging things. I want to make a pin cushion out of this Lori Holt mug. I have different fun items here that I can put cross stitch finishes on. This is my Save the Stitches cross stitch piece I found at a thrift store. And then down here on the ground, I have other frames and such for finishing on. I have my house from Walmart, some thread. This is my latest haul from Hobby Lobby. And I have sticky board and other frames and things that I thought would be nice to finish on. So when I have a finished piece, I can come in here and look through the things and find stuff to finish on. Then in this blue Samsonite case here, I have little items for finishing. Bells and buttons, and also I have in the bottom rusty bells and charms, and I thought this would be cute to put a little cross stitch on the front ornament. This would be a cute thing to finish a little cross stitch on for an ornament. So just little finishing things there. I have my bunnies from Hobby Lobby. I'm going to make a little Easter finish on. Let's go to the other side of the closet. On the other side of the closet, I have my laminating cardstock, my clear page protectors, hanging folders, some cross-stitch books and needlework books, more empty folders for my download and print patterns, replacement spool, my crushed walnut shells. I got these on Amazon for really cheap. Huge bag. And then I have these boxes here. This one's for my tree by the front door that changes for every season. It's out all year long. So I have the Christmas tree for winter tree ornaments, Halloween tree ornaments, Valentine, Easter, Mother's Day, Mayflowers. So I keep all of the boxes. This is the 4th of July, which is on the tree right now. I keep all those here handy where I can just grab them and change out that tree for each season. Then on the floor, I have my wrapping paper, gift bags, an extra box. I think this is for going to be for one of the holidays I didn't have up there. I think Thanksgiving. Yeah, Thanksgiving. These are just bins full of packing materials for mailers, and these are those Ziploc bags, and more wood for finishing, and a pillow. I want to do a cross stitch and make a pillowcase and cover this. Just stuff for finishing, basically. That concludes our tour today of my stitching room. I hope you found some ideas, and it's a small space, but it really works well for me, and it's just a small bedroom, but I really enjoy it. This is an old grandfather clock my grandpa made that I got, and yeah, it came together nicely, I think. Let me know what you like in the comments below, and if you have any questions, be happy to get back to you. Check out my channel for other fun videos. All right, thanks guys, bye-bye. Okay, today's the day I'm going to start. My son had moved out of this room, and I had started moving the stuff in here that some lights my niece gave me, shopping things I picked up, birthday gifts, sewing machine. That's my airline cart. It was my sewing station. I kept it in the garage because I didn't have a sewing room. Cart I just picked up yesterday, or actually I think Monday or Tuesday, from Michael's. And this dresser I was given, and yeah, some stuff I had hung on the wall after my son moved out. So this is going to be my sewing room, and I'm going to clear it out. We're going to paint today and get this process started. Wish me luck. I'm going to need it.